So today we're going to learn about, how to present, and I'm going to share with you tips that you can be able to, and you should remember when you're presenting your opportunity. And remember that the business opportunity, or rather the marketing plan of Forever and what Forever offers, is your number one product. Before C9, before the tooth gel, before the aloe vera gel, before, so the marketing plan on its own is a product as well. So it is important that you are able to balance your business. As much as we sell, we should also make sure that we are selling the opportunity itself. Because if you just buy and sell, buy and sell, buy and sell, you can do your 4cc, you can do your 5cc, you can even get to supervisor. But then if you don't have people joining your business, then it means you're not diversifying your efforts. Diversifying your efforts is that we recruit to retail, meaning we are retailing the products. But for you to be able to make more sales and bigger sales is that you need to be able to have more people that are using and they are sharing the products themselves to their customers, but they have to be many. And that is why we're in network marketing. So network marketing is more of, having teams of people that we can do the using the products and the retailing of the products, but we're doing it together and collectively. And so when you have a team of 10 people, obviously the stock will be moving from Forever to your customers will be more than when someone has got one or someone is alone in the team. If you've got a team of 100 people, then obviously the stock that you'll be moving, because everybody will be buying from Forever, and that is what pays you. Forever pays you because the stock moving from the center to the customers, and those customers can be you and your team that are personally using, or your customers, or those customers could be people that you are recruiting, that those customers could be people that you are selling the products to and get the retail profit. I hope I'm making sense. And so that is why getting to know how to present your business opportunity is very, 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 very crucial. All right. And my name's Veronica Kundia, just in case you're new in the business. And I'm privileged to be a founder and a leader of Team Unstoppable. We have got so many other leaders that we have been able to equip ourselves, so we have got lots of managers, and we'll be having a lot of training. So if you're new, welcome to the team. And this is how we do things. We will train you on how you can be able to build your business successfully. And maybe the trainings will not be sufficient at the time that you need the training, but we already have got the new YouTube link. You can just write my name, Veronica Kundia, and you'll find a lot of training that you have already done before for you to start learning. But there's also a lot of other people you can be able to learn the business, and there's so much to learn, honestly. And so today we're going to learn how to effectively present your business, and your business being your number one product that you have. Now, when it comes to presentation, obviously you're presenting to the business opportunity for you to be able to recruit. Okay. And I created a video saying, recruitment, when people hear the word recruitment, they feel like, oh, recruitment, like it sounds bad. And maybe that is why even you are not, maybe you're not doing much, because you feel like, what, I'm recruiting people. I mean, guys, recruitment is just a word. Recruitment is getting people to know what you have, is getting people to know what you like. Recruitment is getting people to do what you do. That is recruitment, simply. So it can be recruitment in Forever. It could be recruitment in, people that, you are recruiting people to go to your salonist. You're recruiting people to buy where you're buying your clothes. You're recruiting people, so it could be a simple act of you sharing or tagging someone, for example, on social media. You've got a good service somewhere, and then you want your people to know. Like yesterday, I attended a session on finances, on how to manage your finances. If you're making money, how to maximize the stock markets, the bonds, the treasury bonds, and all that, like the skills. And I tagged the organization that did it, because I want my people to get to know how to do those things, or to get that knowledge. That is recruitment. Now, when it comes to our business, there's three types of non-recruited people that don't recruit. I mean, and let me just say, we are doing so very well when it comes to recruitment, honestly. Like we are flying. People are joining the business every single day. And we have seen in the group also. But there are also people that don't recruit, or maybe they're not recruiting as much, Now, here are the three types. One is the people that they don't know how. Maybe, and especially this is new people, you understand? And when I'm saying new, guys, New, I mean, you have just joined. If you've been in the business for 3 months, you're not new anymore. Meaning there's a lot of skills that you need to have already acquired. There's trainings that you're supposed to have gotten. And maybe to recruit your first person or two people, the first two people, you don't even need to know so much, because now we can also help you into doing it. You know, we can do three-way calls with you and all that. So those that don't know how, the best thing to do is obviously learning the business. So everybody's supposed to be learning the business, but there are people that know, but they're fear. When you fear, it means that goes to your mindset. So this one is skills. This fear is mindset. And so we're gonna talk about it in a bit. You know, because it depends with what you think that makes you fear into approaching someone and tell them about the business. And then there are people that they know, they don't fear, but they're inconsistent. And I'm telling you, I can assure you, with the need of the business, guys, right now, in fact, you can just see, as I said, people are joining the business every single day. That means people are needing. If there's a time that people are inquiring about this business opportunity, and they don't even like forever is already like, people are excited about forever. The prospects are excited about forever, and so if you're not recruiting, it's just because you're inconsistent. But it's not because people don't want to be recruited. People are there and people are looking for people to join under. But now the inconsistency when it comes to speaking to people, inconsistency when it comes to show up, like, for example, if you are doing social media, someone that is posting every day is not the same as someone that is not posting at all. You understand? Or maybe you post today, the next day you don't post, or you don't post the other day, and all that. The inconsistency in follow-up, guys, because you can be collecting numbers, maybe you can be presenting, but then you are not following up your people. So people could be joining your Zoom, people could be joining your meetings, but then after that you forget. And that is also inconsistency, So inconsistent. So if you're not getting the result, then obviously that is one of the reasons. And this is so many people in forever, so many people in network marketing, okay? And this will only also, when it comes to goal setting, set your goals and get to know that your goals needs you to recruit. And I'll tell you this one secret. If you want to become a manager, guys, then the one thing that you need to do is to recruit 4 to 5 people every single month for at least 4 months consistently, okay? 4 to 5 people. Every manager I've seen, that is what they did. I can assure you, if you're looking for a simple tip on how you can become a manager between now and end of the year, is that recruit, choose this month. We like, it's literally, we're starting this month. We've already closed one week, but we're literally starting this month. Tell yourself, I'm going to recruit 4 people, and then do what you need to do. And that is why we're having training like this. Now, when it comes to presenting is here. So we have this cycle, we call it recruitment cycle, okay, forever business building cycle, and presentation, or how to do, presenting your business opportunities here. So before presenting your business opportunity, there are these 2 other things that you need to have. One is, you need to know who you are presenting to. That is why it's important. So if you're new in the business, the very first that you need to do is you need to write a list of names of people that you know. I know there's, when I joined the business, my relatives were not there, they were laughing at me, my friends were laughing at me and all that. But still, remember, it's about the mindset and the skills. So the people that you know are the very easy people to approach about the business, rather than, leaving people that you don't know. And that is why probably you're fearing, because you're looking at maybe people that you don't know, people that you're going to be meeting, people on social media, so you have got that fear. But if you start with people that you know, even if they're not going to join, but I can assure you that with the need of the business right now, a lot of people that we know right now, they are looking for this opportunity, because everybody is looking for an extra 5,000. Everybody is looking for an extra 1 million shillings. Everybody is looking for an extra, everybody is looking for an extra 100,000 Kenyan money. Everybody is looking for that money. You understand? So talk to everyone. If you feel your friends and relatives are not, listening to you as much, that is why we have got mentorship. You have got your mentors. You understand? And so you just need to be able to know how to connect your people with your mentors, and we can be able to help you talk to your people. So one is, have your list, guys. If you don't have your list, you cannot build your business at all. And second is, you need to learn how to contact, how to invite them to come and take a look at your business. So contacting, now here's another thing. Contacting is not when you're saying, hi, how are you? My name is Veronica. I've started a forever business and I'm so very excited. They've got aloe vera products, Oh, hi, my name is Veronica. Oh, hi, my dear, how are you? I've started a business right now. It's an American company. You're already explaining the business and what the business is all about. That is not contacting. Okay, contacting is simply making an appointment. You can make an appointment via phone call. You can make an appointment via email. You can make an appointment via text. You can make an appointment when you meet someone. You know, like, hey, how are you? You know what? I've started a business. I've started a business, and I'm excited. Or I'm part of a business community right now that is so exciting. And I've started a business, and I thought of you. And I know you have good goals for 2024. And you know, I'm not sure if it's for you or not. But why don't we catch up over a cup of coffee and we talk about it? Why don't I send you a link to a session that you're going to have tomorrow? Tomorrow we're going to have a meeting, you know, a session for women. You know, why don't I invite you for the meeting that we're going to have, because we have got one of our top leaders coming to Namibia. You know, one of the people that are very successful in our business that is coming to Namibia, and we're going to have a meeting on a certain day. You know, that is contacting. Contacting is inviting people to come for a Zoom meeting, or why don't I send you a link to a business opportunity that we've already done before? You understand? So you're not explaining, guys, am I communicating with you? Because I know a lot of people are saying, no, you know, I've talked to so many people. I've been presenting to so many people. Guys, when you do that over the call, that people don't see anything, I will assure you, you are setting yourself up for failure, because the first impression matters. Now, when you're explaining about Forever, and someone already know about Forever, or someone is already, you know, negative about it, even if it's an amazing opportunity, even if you could be able to present it well, even if you're going to bring your upline and do the three-way call after saying, like, I've already presenting to this person, that person is not going to get to say yes, because already they have not seen any stories. You know, you have made them know, you know, that you're in a business that they don't like. You understand? So I will say, contact by being indirect first, because it doesn't cost someone watching a video. It doesn't cost someone attending a Zoom. It doesn't cost someone, you know, to catch up with a cup of coffee. You understand? So just do that, and then that is when you can be able to show. So when you make this call, what they agreed with you, if you agreed with for a coffee meeting, then you're going to do a one-to-one. If they agreed for you to invite them for a Zoom meeting, then you're going to send them a Zoom meeting. If they agreed into, you know, attending your product launch, then you're going to invite them. Or maybe they're going to be part of the tour. You know, if they're in one of the towns that are going to come, then that is you presenting. You understand? You understand? That is you sharing what you know is best for you. You know, so if it's a one-to-one or business presentation of a Zoom or what, then it's very important also that you expose your people to a business presentation where they can have a bigger picture of the business. Especially if they met one person or two people, you know, you want them to get the energy, and that is when they will join the business. Now, I love this cycle that it says speed is of the essence. When you're going to write the list matters. If you're going to take your two months to write the list, then you're not going to go through the cycle. You're not going to recruit for the next 2 months. You understand? So if you want to recruit this particular month and you don't have a list of names, I will tell you, do not sleep tonight before writing a list of even 30 names. But the goal is to have a list of at least 200 names. That's the goal. Your list has to have at least 200 names. And that is why we say you need to keep on getting more numbers in your list. If you're building the business part-time, you want to be making these calls for you to be able to maximize on the presentations that I'm going to share with you. You need to be making at least 5 contacts a day. You need to make at least 5 contacts, either calls or messages. Sorry, calls or messages. And I'm going to send you messages in the group after this meeting that you can be able to send. And from there, you can choose which message that you want to go for, depending with who you're going to be sending to. So I'm going to share with you that. If you're building the business full-time, then you need to contact at least 10 people a day, guys. That is how you're going to be able to go through the cycle with the speed that is recommended. I will tell you, there's a lady that has recruited 70 people, guys, 70 people. Okay, 70 people. And I will tell you, if you're sitting there and you're thinking 2 people is a lot of people, it is not. If you're sitting there thinking 5 people is a lot of people and you're relaxed, I know there's a lady today, actually, we have got a brand new supervisor, and she has recruited 5 people this first week. 5 people. And I told her, because the goal of supervisor, don't relax. 5 people is a lot within a week, but I will tell you can recruit 20. And so don't get relaxed too easily because you have recruited 1 or 2 people, or because your goal was to do 5cc, and so you have recruited 2 people and you have done your 1cc, you're like, I'm done for the month. Guys, let's strive to make that you're doing some massive recruitment. So before even understanding, as you are learning and understanding how to do the business presentation, you also need to know how to invite. So this is another skill that you need to learn. And the best way for you to get this, you can even write how to invite on Google. There are people like Eric War, that you can be able to watch their videos and you can get tips on how you can do it. You understand? Instead of you waiting until we do the training again on invitations, because which you have already done. So you can go and start learning about how to invite. Okay. Now, 3 ways of doing your presentation. There's one-to-one, there's video presentation that we have already done the session. Right now, there's a new video that is 45 minutes that you can be able to send to your people. And then there's business opportunity meetings, the one that you always attend. Okay. Now, when you're attending these meetings, from now onwards, when you attend a meeting, like tomorrow, we're going to have a business presentation for women. Remember, we have women. Are we inviting? Can you write women there? If you're inviting for tomorrow, we're going to have an amazing presentation for women specifically. And when you're attending these meetings, guys, I'm going to ask you to be listening as if you're going to present as well. Don't listen as someone that has just invited. Don't listen as someone that like, we're going to be presenting for you every day. The minute to become independent for your business, the minute you're going to be successful. So you need to be attending business presentation from now onwards, getting to learn, because I'm not going to go through the presentation today, because I know we're going to do it tomorrow. Every slide, get to see, get to learn. What is the presenter saying on this slide? What are they saying? So that for you to be able to get that presentation, because after that, you'll be able to, I can be able to share that presentation with you guys, and you can be able to start presenting on your own. Okay. So before you meet someone to present to them, I want you to be positive. I want you to assume that person is willing to take a look, not to join, to take a look, because that is what you need. Because after you have presented, that is when you can know that they're going to join or not. So first is be positive that, you know what, I've called this person and this person has said yes. So she is willing or he is willing to listen. Have a smile on your face. You understand? And of course, don't fear, because if they said yes to coming, it means they're positive. So why are you fearing? I know you might be thinking like, you know what, I don't know how to present, but I will tell you, they know, more than them. They don't even know what you're going to present to them. And so don't worry about, what are they going to think about me? They don't even know. Even if you're going to make a mistake and say Forever started 30 years ago instead of 46, they don't even know. I'm not saying you should allow yourself to make mistakes that are, but it's okay to make mistakes. You understand? It's okay to make mistakes. And the more you do it, the more you are able to do it, the more you're learning. And I usually tell people, the day you are presenting to 5 people, you're doing 5 presentations, not the same as the day you're doing 0 presentations. So experience is what matters. And that is why it's also very important that you also come to the presentation. Even if you've been here, like my presentation is the same every day, from how I start to how I finish. You know why I do that? Because we have got so many people that are joining the business, and they don't want to be listening to different presentation every single day, and then they don't learn how to present. That is why my presentation personally is the same every single day. The same. So don't be thinking that I can't change, or when you're listening to me every single day, don't be thinking like, hey, leader doesn't. No, I do that because I want it to be duplicatable. Even you, when you start doing your own presentations, don't be changing your presentations every day, because you want your team to be able to learn from you how to do the presentation. So don't worry about your prospects. And remember, you're presenting to different prospects every day. So even if the presentation is the same, the yesterday prospect did not hear you present today. You understand? And most important, you need to know that this presentation that you're going to do is not for you. It is for them. And that is where I say it. If you know how to present, but you fear, it's because I need you to remind you of this. I need you to get reminded of this. Most of the time, people fear because they feel like, you know what, I'm making someone pay 6,825. Maybe they don't have money. What will they say? Maybe they'll think I'm a scammer. Maybe they'll think, guys, I'll tell you this. That is why I even said about recruitment. Recruitment is not a bad thing. Recruitment is you helping them to get to know about Forever. You understand? There are people in Forever making 20,000, 50,000, 100,000, 200,000. You understand? 300,000, a million, 1,000 rand a month, guys. And why wouldn't you be excited to share this with someone? Because this someone is struggling. This someone is, wants to get their kids to a better school. This someone wants to buy a home. This someone wants to drive a nice car. This someone wants to travel like you. You understand? So if you have started and you don't know much about the business, then maybe you make sure that you are having at least your upline or your sponsor to do that for you. Even if you're far from your sponsor. For example, I do have got people that they are not close to me. And sometimes, honestly, for me, I can be in my house for a whole week and I've not stepped out of it. But you know what? What I do is we do a lot of virtual meetings as well. And it works. Because what you can do is that you can have someone physically that you know is close to you, maybe your colleague, you work with them, and you can tell Vero, you can tell your manager, you know what, I know you're far from me, can you do a Zoom meeting for this person? And you're sitting down with that person and they're listening with you. Because if you send them a link and you're close to them, they might not watch. But if you're with them, it is always very good that you meet your people personally, because that means you are able to know that they have listened to that presentation from A to Z. You understand? So don't worry. If you don't know, then we can help you out. But if you know and you fear, I want you to always think that you are presenting for them to be able to make the money to live their life that they've always wanted to live. It's not for you. Because it's not for you, you just do your job. The way someone invited you and you got excited is the same way that you're going to tell them. And they might not be ready at that particular time, but it doesn't matter. What matters is your own consistency, because they might not be ready by that time, but they'll keep on watching your WhatsApp status. They'll keep watching on you on social media. They'll keep on watching, you understand? And so keep on sharing, keep on doing what you do. Share your meetings, you understand? Share the stories of people on your social media. When you sell, put the money or the picture of the money on the status and show your people that, you know what, I'm excited with what I do. I can tell you, eventually they'll come join your business. And of course, when you're presenting, you need to be dynamic. You need to be flexible to change, meaning you need to learn how to present depending with who you're presenting to. You understand? And also, sometimes it might be like, you know what, I've got 1 hour. Maybe you have got 1 hour, and then your prospect came in late. And so you need to be able to change in such a way, you know, which slides that are not as important, but which slides are the ones that are must that I should present, depending with the time that I have. Maybe before initially you had 1 hour. And then when the prospect got late or you got late, you now only have 20 minutes. What are the most important slides, or what are the most important, things to share? When it comes to flexible to change, also it means if you're speaking to a student, how you're speaking will be different from how you're speaking to someone that is employed. It's going to be different from speaking to someone that is a stay-at-home mom. You understand? The stories that you're going to be insist, you can share all the stories. But if you know that I'm speaking to a student, then you're gonna insist more on the student stories, for example, or young people stories. If you know you're speaking to a business people, then you're gonna share more or insisting on that story. So you could share all the stories that you're presenting, but you know where to spend more time, because you know, who am I presenting to? You understand? Right? So and of course, enjoy and have fun, like smile, like just know that you're doing, something that is exciting. You're helping someone else to change their lives. Now, when it comes to physical presentations, it is very important, guys. If you're meeting someone of a cup of, I've seen people, I mean, not just of a cup of coffee. This is when you're doing anything physical. Okay, let's say you're doing a tabletop. Okay, let's say you're saying, I'm gonna go out and meet people. Let's say I am gonna, I'm going at a restaurant, I'm gonna have coffee, but maybe I'm gonna prospect. I'm going to work, but that day you're gonna be prospecting. Guys, I need you to always look presentable. It's very important. I mean, I know there are people that they are like, but I will tell you, if there's one thing that you should know, is that people don't join forever. People are joining you. People are joining you. And so the question is, who is your target? And that target that you're targeting, how fast is it gonna grow with you? You can be targeting a certain type of people. And when you present, you can be doing so many no offense, but you can be presenting to so many people, but then all of them, they don't have money to join. It's not like you're not presenting, but you're just presenting to people that they need to take time to go and join, to come and join. And I will tell you, how you look will attract a certain type of people. That I can assure you. Because of course, how you look is how you're going to be sharing on social media. Even the people on social media that will be following you will be looking the same way as what you post. So it is important. I don't know if I'm communicating. I am not saying you should look expensive. I am saying you should look presentable. You should look clean. You should look smart. Like ladies, flip-flops, Don't do flip-flops, guys, when you're meeting people. You know, like I hope, you know, iron your clothes nicely, you know, smell nice if you're meeting people in person. You understand? Like, it is important. If you know, like I don't do makeup. I'm not saying you should do makeup. No, but you know, your lips should be nice. You know, you shouldn't be looking like you're coming from sleeping. Okay. It depends with the season sometimes. If it's a summer season, guys, and you're going to meet someone, don't be wearing, you know, like like, I know it might be hot, so you know, there's these dresses that I've got very thin, you know, like, look at the business woman as a businessman. Now it's winter. I know it's winter, but still there's winter presentable looks. Don't be I hope I'm communicating. I'm not saying anything here. I'm not looking down on anybody. No, I'm not. I'm just helping you to get you the right people that you need for your business, guys. You understand? I hope I'm communicating. And so it's not about expensive. It's not about just look good. You know, just look good and make a decision. Like for me, I will tell you one thing I've decided. I've actually ordered about 4 suits already, you know? And it's not like I'm gonna be wearing suits all the time, but I thought I should add suits on my looks, because I did not have suits, you know? I had blazers, but I was not even wearing blazers as much. You know, sometimes when I wear a blazer, I'll wear a blazer in a very casual way, which is fine still. But now I want to be wearing suits on those proper meetings. Really. You know why? Because I also look at myself and where I want to go. You understand? I want to build my business. I want to take my business to the a whole next level. You understand? And so you need to, like, presentation starts from how you look, guys. Be on time. Don't be late. Okay. And why? The reason why you should be on time is because it depends with where the space that you're meeting. You know, when you are on time, you are there before your prospect. It means you can be able to choose the table. You know, when you meet in a restaurant, there are spots in a restaurant that when you sit, your prospect is going to be so distracted. Because they're going to be so distracted, your presenting can either be very long or they might not be there, while you're speaking and you're sharing with them. So when you are there on time, one is you're showing professionalism. Second is you can be able to make a choice of where you should sit with your prospect, where he can be able to listen to you. And when you're there also, you can be able to not even choose the spots, but choose which side of the table you'll be meeting your prospect, you'll be sitting, and which side of the table your prospect will be sitting. I'll tell you this: if your prospect is gonna be sitting where he's overlooking the door, if you're sitting and the table is overlooking the door, and your prospect is the one that is looking at the door, your prospect will never concentrate with you. They will always be looking at everybody that is coming. When you're speaking, they'll be always, and you will feel offended. But why? Maybe because you got late, and because, or maybe now that you're hearing, now be choosing the spot very well. Now we are also on social media, guys. You want to be taking a table or a spot that is nicely, with a nice background or whatever, you can only do that only when you are there on time. So don't be late. And of course, I was talking about consider sitting positions, that your prospect is sitting somewhere that they're not getting distracted. I hope I'm communicating up until there. Now, what you need when you're presenting, okay? This is a physical presentation, and this can also be product launch, like this is where you are physically meeting someone. One is you need to have a one-to-one presenter book. It's important. If you don't have one-to-one presenter book, you don't have a MacBook, or sorry, not a MacBook, a laptop. Okay, you should have a laptop. If you can't, and you have just started the business, if you can be able to create a goal, because guys, we are building a big business here. Okay, but another thing that you can have is you can have your presentation on your phone. What I mean is that you should have something that you can be able to show a business presentation. You cannot meet someone and then you're just talking over your head and you're assuming that your prospect will be listening and concentrating without seeing something. You understand? So one-to-one presenter book is very important. Okay? If you don't have it, well, have it, because obviously I'm not sure. No, I'm not sure if it's in South Africa, but I think Tanzania we have, and they're being sold. I'm not sure if South Africa do we get product books? Sorry, one-to-one presenters in South Africa, but we do have got it in a soft copy. Okay. Unfortunately, that's not the one that I'm using on my presentation. So I'm going to send the presentation. I'm going to send it and you can be able to edit it, okay, for your own, depending with what you want, okay? But you should, what I mean is that you should have somewhere that your prospect is looking at the stories and looking at what you're presenting at. I love writing. If you do, then make sure, and it's important, you know, having a, like always when you're writing someone is more constant, like have things like this that are going to help your prospect to be able to concentrate a lot. Okay, and then product launch, product catalog as well. Have your product catalog. It's very important, because sometimes your prospect might not be interested with the business, and right there and then you can switch into products, and you can share with them before they leave. You can share with them 3 or 5 products that you think they can be able to, they should be interested in, depending with what they with what they like. You understand, and you can be able to sell after that. And then first steps to manage your book. This first steps to manage your book is important for me, and I feel it's important because it shows someone that, you know what, we have a system. Because the first steps to manage a book, when you show them, you're like showing them how you know how to code, how you're not doing the presentation with it, but when you're done, the part that you're sharing the support, you can show them that we already have a system. You know, we have this book that you can be able to sit down and write your goals. We're going to help you on that. We have got, you know, here there's even a script on what you can say. You know, like everything that someone needs to get themselves to manager is actually in that book. So you're going to show them that there is a system that is going to help them succeed already. You know, you're giving them that assurance. Company policy is also important. I'll recommend that you read the company policy, of course, for you to get to know the business as well. This is not important. No, it's not important. It is nice to have it. I don't really, well, for me, I usually don't share my bonuses, but I am not, you know, how do I say? Probably because we have never been doing that before, from even when I started. But in the environment that I am right now, like in Namibia, South Africa, you know, in Zambia, people do that. People do share the bonus recap. So you can choose. Even in Tanzania, I think the other day, Grace shared the bonus recap that she got last month. One of the supervisors that I got in the supervisor last month. She shared a bonus, and then someone joined the business right away. The bonus recap. Okay, so you can choose to have this one, because even if you're starting the business and your bonus is 1,500, your bonus is 2,000 rands, your bonus is 500,000 Tanzanian shillings. You know, it is. You know, you don't feel it small, because I will tell you, it depends with how you're gonna share that. It depends, because you can tell them, you know what, I am working, but imagine this is another business. This is another big bonus that I've gotten, and I've started the business just last month. You know, who could have? I know my boss will never give me this as an increment. So it's how you're gonna share that. You understand? But if you don't nani like that, then it's not necessary. Honestly, it's not necessary. It depends with the confidence that you have in your business, and people join without even seeing the money. I can tell you, you know, because there's already so many stories that are there to be shared. Okay. Now, this statement is very important. People join you first. Okay, they don't join your business. So how you speak, it's very important that you learn how to have the energy. Energy, I don't mean you can be an introvert and you don't talk much. I understand. And you see, that is actually an advantage, because when you don't talk much, but you're talking with conviction, you're talking with confidence, you know, like what you know it. You understand? I can tell you, people will be very attracted to you. Okay, so don't be too hard. Don't be, you know, be smiling. You know, I'm like, show people that you're enjoying what you do, because people are joining you, and they want to join a team, or they want to join someone that they know they can take them to success. And so that is why sharing with them also the support that they're going to get. Even if you're new in the business, you can still say, you know what, I've started the business, you know, 2 weeks ago, I've started the business a month ago. But one thing that I can tell you, that is why for me, the business community word, you can tell them, like, you know, I belong in a business community where we have got trainings, we have got leaders. And that is the reason why I decided to join, you know, so that someone can know as you're expressing the business, they know that it's not just you. You are belonging to a business community that I've got about, you know, about 2,000 people. You understand that they can be able to learn the business from and build the business with them. Okay. And when you're doing your one-to-one, when you're doing your presentation, okay, and this not just a one-to-one, let's say you're also having a group meeting, okay, it is very important that you get to know who are you presenting to. You understand? So if it's one person, it is very important that you ask questions like, well, the full names obviously you might be knowing unless you're meeting them on social media. You understand? Get to know, what do they do? Okay. If they have good goals, what are they looking up to for the next 5 months? And you can do that by also sharing your own story, which we're gonna see next, just in a few slides. Okay. So you can be like, you know what, hey, thank you so much for coming in. And I appreciate your time. Like, show people that you're humble, that you have empathy, that you're putting yourself in their shoes, that I know you're very busy. I mean, I'm also very busy, but you took your time to come, and congratulations. Now, also on the one-to-one, guys, don't say please a lot. Don't thank too much. Don't make it look like they're doing you a favor. Okay. So when I say thank you, I also say congratulations. Congratulations for deciding, because you know what? I might know that this decision might be the one that you are looking for in making sure that you're going to achieve your goals, that it is for them, not for you. You understand? So you congratulate them, and then now you can start sharing your story, like, you know what, I'm a student, but I've decided to do the business on the side, as I told you on the call, and I'm so very excited because I belong in a business community, and so I am, like that. And so what do? You have already said that you're a student. So always when you want to ask something, it has to come from you first. You understand? And you can go like, if you know it's a mom, like, okay, okay, I've got 2 kids. How many kids do you have? So don't start like, hey, how many kids do you have? No. That becomes an interrogation. It has to start from you. And now also, for example, you're employed and you know that this person is now employed. You can be like, you know what, by the way, one of the reasons why I decided to do the business is because, the salary is not enough. Personally, I've been struggling with time with my family. You need to open up on those challenges for them to feel you, for them to relate with you as well. So the challenges, they're not like, you know what, I know you're employed and I know the time is not enough for you. Don't assume for them, and don't mention on the negativity. You understand? Because the salary can be not enough for them. But then if you tell them that the salary is not enough for them, that means you are actually judging them, and no one wants that. So it'll be like, you know what, I'm working, but the way the salaries are not enough, so I started borrowing. I got myself into debt and all that. But remember, as you're sharing that, you're not gonna let yourself stay in that low position. You gotta bring yourself up. But the reason I'm sharing that is because I want you to know how to ask the questions. So you don't ask the questions, am I communicating with you? You're not asking the questions by interrogation. You're asking the questions by sharing your story on the side before asking them about them. You understand? So that they can feel safe. Okay? So that, and then you need to learn how to listen. I know you want to present, but then I will tell you, if you don't go through this process, you might present from the beginning to the end. You have done, 45 minutes, and now there are people that have got very long presentation, and then before you know it, they're like, you know what? You come to realize that it's not what they wanted. You understand? You could be talking about the trips. That is why you need to know what people want. Hot button. What is that they want? You could be talking and spend all the time on the trips. And then what someone wants at that particular time is they want to get off debts. And maybe you did not spend even time on debts. You did not share the stories on debts. So it's very important that you get to know and listen, get to know. That's why for me, that one question that I always ask, so what are you looking forward? Or how is life? Like this 2024, we are remaining with about 5 months to close the year. What are you looking forward into achieving? What are your biggest goals? You understand? So it's important to know what people are looking for. And another thing for you to also be able to get to know the hot button is by sharing a bit of what the business offer. So what? Most people in our business, I love this one. Most people in our business, they join because they're looking forward into having that extra time, with their family. Some people are looking for extra money. Most people are looking for an extra 3,000 rands, an extra 500,000 Tanzanian shillings, to 1 million Tanzanian shillings. Get that, 5,000 to 10,000. Some people join because they love traveling, like even me, I love traveling, some people are starting the business because they want health, maybe they're challenged with their health. So mention a few for them to be thinking. Some people are doing the business because they're looking forward into paying school fees and all that. They want to buy a car. Mention that. That is why we also share that part of dreams, that slide of dreams, so that people can be able to think what they want. And then you can ask them, so you know what? I would love to know, what are you looking for? I'm sure your goals must be around these, these areas, or these goals I've just shared, or these reasons why people join the business. What is your goal? And then get to know what their hot button is. After you've known this, I'm telling you, you're recruiting that person. You know why? Because you will be sharing the opportunity by pressing that hot button. If they want school fees, you will go and solidify ongoing story. If they want their business people, they're not happy, you probably solidify on Dama's story. If they don't like their job, you'll have to solidify, or like make sure that you are pinning on that Tangi story. If they're challenged with health, you will have to share Heather's story. If they're challenged by weight, you can share my story. You understand? When you know the hot button, guys, in that presentation I'm going to share with you, it has got all the stories in it. But you don't need to present all the stories. The reason why we do all the stories in the presentation is because we don't know who we are presenting to. I hope you understand. That is why we have got everyone's story in there. So that you can be able to get a choice of what story am I going to talk to who. That is why I'm saying being flexible and getting to know who you're presenting to. And of course, eye contact, or eye-to-eye contact, guys. Like, this is powerful. One, especially for women, it's very powerful because this shows confidence. You understand? Confidence. Like, look your prospect, not like all the time, like, yeah, you're gonna scare someone, but always have that eye contact when you're speaking. Do you understand? Story. If there's one thing that I've always been insisting into having is stories. Create your own story, guys. Create your own story. Get to know your story. When I'm saying create, I mean have it in a video, and have it also, you can also have it in a voice note to start with. But your story is something like, what's your background? What's your life before forever? You're employed, you're a student, you're a graduate, a stay-at-home mom, you understand? Share that part. And then what is that you did not like about it? I'm a stay-at-home mom, but one thing that I never liked about it is the fact that I need to be waiting for my husband, to be bringing money to me, and how stressful it can be. I'm a student, but I know that after school, there's no jobs. I'm a graduate, but I've been looking for a job, and how jobs are nowhere to be found. What is that you did not like? I'm employed, but the money is just not enough. But every time you're sharing what you did not like, it has to be from you. That is your story. And then how did you make to forever? Guys, don't say like, I was scrolling on social media, I got there from there, like, don't give the whole story. Be like, what? There's a day I was scrolling on social media, I saw an ad. There's a day, I was at my office, and then my friend passed in, and then a statement on how you made forever. It's not a whole 5 minutes of it. No. And then when you started the business, what changed? So I was presented. I did not like or maybe I was very skeptical. You can even say that if you're skeptical. I was skeptical, but then I came to realize, what? If other people are doing it, I can do it. And so I decided to do it. Guys, when you're speaking to someone, like, I'll tell you, after I've started, right now, like the other day, I think it was Justine that was sharing with us that she was loaded, she wasn't in debt, but she never saw her money. Then she came to say, like, what? After I started the business, I don't even remember when I did not have money. So it could be as simple as that. When I was in Walvis Bay, Wilka said she was struggling with paying, with getting, lunchbox for her kids to school. But after starting the business, she's having extra money to do that. A small story of that, I'm telling you, if you're going to package it and make it powerful, I'm not saying you should lie. Don't exaggerate what you don't have. Don't say I've been making, 40,000, been making 60, and you're new in the business. It is not true. And you're getting yourself to be sinning on a sin that you don't have to do. And I will tell you, people love stories of people that are starting. Sometimes I don't recruit because people are feeling it's too much. You understand? Some people don't join, Nkobile's who is #1 in Africa. You know why? Because I feel like, up until when I get there, I'm telling you, your story is as powerful as it is as of now. So what changed? If you have nothing so much, change could be positivity. It doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be material. It doesn't have to be like you have bought a car. No, change is that now I'm spending my time wisely. Now I belong in a community that we get the trainings. We have got 5 a.m. sessions. My life wasn't like that. Right now, I've got goals that I did not have before. What changed? Future expectations. Here is where now, even if you don't have like something to show for it for your business, you'll be like, you know what, I've started, and well, I've not made so much money because I'm just new in the business. As you know, everybody starts from the start. But I know, with time, by end of the year, I'm actually working on becoming a manager. And in our team, when you become a manager, there's a free ticket to Paris. So I'm looking forward into going to Paris. I'm looking forward into being a public speaker. I'm looking forward into making that 20,000, 40,000. You understand? What are your future experiences? I'm looking forward into being able to pay school fees for my kids in an easy way. I really want to pay off my debts. What are you looking forward to the business? And then now, this was about you. Make sure that you tell them why they are there. So don't just end up saying that, because then someone will be feeling like you're showing off. Even here, you need to find a way to be able to relate with them. You understand? So why are you sharing it with them? You're sharing it with them because you know what? I know everybody, this statement, like most people, everybody, I love it, because most people want to be included. So be like, you know what? As most people, people have goals, and I believe you have got goals as well. And so I've just shared with you my story for you to get to know that we can be able to work together, and we have a whole business community that you can be able to be part of. Should you say yes, and we're gonna be able to coach you, or we're gonna be coached into becoming business owners, and that is definitely gonna, it's gonna, now depending with the hot button. Remember we said about hot button? So then I'm sharing because I know with this opportunity, you can be able to pay school fees for your kids. You can be able to get off debts. Now you're pressing on that hot button. Why are you telling them? Am I communicating? Guys, are you finding value in what I'm sharing? Okay. Are you finding value? I hope I'm giving value to you. You're learning, and you're also remembering what you're supposed to do. Now, what needs to be covered, guys, is this. When you're sharing the business opportunity, for it to be complete, you have to share what Forever offers. Okay. What Forever offers, the Forever promise. Okay. And this should relate also, we should also, this is mostly, can be also presented by the stories that we share. For me, guys, if your presentation doesn't have stories, it's not selling enough. Like for me, for people don't join Forever because, Forever started because of the background. In fact, even when you're sharing the background, if you have been listening to me or to people that are doing very well presentations, guys, we don't just say, oh, Forever started in, in 46 years. No, you have to relate us into why that is important. It's an important detail, because otherwise it's not important. The reason why it's important is because 46 years, it's, for me, I usually say, like, you know what, for the past 46 years, Forever has been changing lives. For the past 46 years, Forever has been, for the past 46 years, in over 140 countries, I've been saying yes to how Forever is building the business, to how Forever is, I'm helping people financially, is doing business, is doing its business, and how the product that Forever has. For the past 40 years, for the past 46 years, 144 countries. So for me, I usually say 144 countries, that is 144 governments have been saying yes to Forever. So for me, that is stability. And that is the stability that you're also looking for. You have to take it back to the prospects, guys. So don't just say that, the Forever started in 46 years, 140. So what? It doesn't matter to them. What matters is why. Why? That's stability. That means, also not just stability, the integrity part of it. The fact that it's sustainable, someone can count on. Sometimes I also say, like, what, it means you can be sitting there listening to me right now and literally be living forever with your 10 years goals. Because if it has been there for 46 years, definitely it's going to be there for the next 10 years. You can have your biggest goals and still count on Forever. You understand what I mean? I hope I'm communicating with you. The marketing plan, guys, how people make money. That part is very important. Okay. The incentives is also very important. And then the most important, guys, for me also is the support structure. That is why I'm saying have your first steps to manager. The support structure, that is why there's that page we say, we will support you. That's very important, because people might be having worries, but when they know that there's a whole team to support them, they become more, with the state centers, like, okay, let me just give it a try. And of course, how they can join. Okay. And answer all the questions. I'm going to share with you in a bit on how you can be able to answer the questions. Okay, so I've added these few tips. I hope I've shared with you things that you have learned a bit on that. And now I will need you to be listening to the business presentation carefully, slide by slide, for you to be able to get to know now how to present and what we say in every slide. But here are the tips that can help you have an amazing presentation. Okay, one, always have something to show. Very important. I've said it. Always have something to show. If you don't have something to show, guys, it is not complete yet. You know, it has to be visual. It has to be visual. You understand? But second is present your prospect's needs in mind. When you're presenting, always get to know who are you presenting to, as I said, and always remember that hot button, guys. And every time you have to be throwing the ball to them. Every time. You understand? Every time you have to be throwing the ball to them. Even when you're presenting the marketing plan, when you're saying supervisor is making, you know, around 10,000, and you're saying, and you have to say it's effort-based, eh? But you can also add and say, you know what can you do with this extra 10,000 when it comes to your account when you become a supervisor? So that they can be able to see themselves as a supervisor. When you're a manager, don't say, you know what, when manager making 40,000, I'm making 40,000. And so what? When you say that, your prospect is going to be feeling that they'll be working for you. Well, that's not your intention. You're saying that because you don't know. What you need to say is that, you know what, when you become a manager, when you become a supervisor, what we are looking in our team is to help people become supervisors. What we are looking in our team is to have people become ego managers. You don't say that for yourself because you're already part of the team. Right. So here is the use of you that is directed to your prospects versus me that is directed to you. I've seen people saying, you know that slide of leadership when you know when it's a manager and manager has another manager down, another manager, and then when you start from you, like so, or maybe even when it comes to recruiting, when you say recruitment, when someone recruits, you're getting 2,200 rands. You don't say, if I recruit you, when you join the business, I'm gonna get paid 2,200. Guys, that's already wrong, because when you say that, that means they're starting to feel, you know what? So if I join, I'm going to make a money. Obviously, if they're going to recruit someone themselves, they will make the money. But then the statement that you said once, the first statement is what gives them the mindset. You understand? So it is very important that when you're sharing anything about money, it has to start from them to them. And when you're sharing anything that is not nice like maybe bad experience, people not getting paid enough, you know, in their jobs, you know, there's no jobs, there's, you know, like that starts from you. Okay. That part where you're supposed to be sentimental, you know, you're being vulnerable, that part starts from you. But every exciting part, guys, every exciting part of the business, every exciting part of the business, it has to be from them. When you join, you're going to make 2,200. When you become a supervisor, you're going to make an extra, you know, 10,000. When you become a manager, you're going to make an extra 40,000. When you become a manager and you have other managers joining under you, you understand? And then you can be able to share a bit of your story. So even me, when I started, you know, this was my first bonus. I made 1,500, but, you know, right now I'm making about 20,000. You know, you can say that as part of your story, but you have already said and you have already placed them as in your presentation already. They've already seen themselves building this business. They've already seen themselves making the money. I hope I'm communicating. I hope you're really getting value into this. Always have relatable stories, guys. And the relatable stories, not only in the presentation, I do have stories even on my page on social media. Guys, I share stories because stories is what sells, guys. So don't be thinking that, oh, when I share people's stories, I am uplifting them or I'm talking about them and I'm making them. I mean, at that particular time, your prospect don't even know those people. Even when you post people on social media, as long as you don't tag them, your people will see that you are related to people that are actually succeeding. So don't just be sharing your story all the time. It's just you all the time. People feel like you don't have people, you don't have stories to share. So you see a story, share it. Don't just own it. Don't own it. Don't say it's your story. but say it that we have got people that we're working with. So that is on your presentation, and that is also on your social media, guys, on your statuses. When you meet people, share people's stories. You're not making them, and after all, even if you were, you know, it's helping you. It is definitely helping you. Okay. When people come to when people are recognized, we have got brand new managers, we have got brand new assistant managers, we have got, we have got new people that are joining the business, even if they're not part of your team, just put it there. And when I talk about people, when I talk about Team Unstoppable, people feel like I'm no, guys. The reason, the mission, the mission is to have everybody get, when they think about Forever, they think about Team Unstoppable. When you're not benefiting anybody, you're benefiting you as part of Team Unstoppable. So talk like these are the people in our team that they're actually doing very well. They don't have to be in your team alone. You understand? So I will tell you guys, you just need to do that. You just need to do that. So follow up before you close that meeting, okay? Because at the end of the day, if you don't know what your prospect is gonna say, what your prospect is gonna do after, you will not know how to follow up. So follow up always starts from the encounter that you have. So before leaving that prospect, you have to know what is the prospect perspective about the business. You understand? You have to know when are they joining. Or if they're not going to join at that particular time, then you need to know when you can be able to call them for you to be able to conclude. So for me, I'll be like, you know what? Oh, okay, no, it's fine. You can take your time, but don't take too much time because people miss an opportunity because they're taking too much time. What if I call you in a week? You are the one that you need to suggest when, because if you don't suggest when you need to call them, you will not be able to know if it's the right time for them. But if you suggest, to be like, you know what, why shouldn't I call you in about a week, and then we can be able to talk about it? You tell me how far you are. I tell you, when you suggest, they will say yes. They will definitely say yes. So these are the tips that I think they're going to help you if you're going to follow it. Now, when it comes to answering questions, remember I said about answering questions? Here. Where did I say? Somewhere at the back. I said about answering questions. There's this formula called feel, felt, found formula to answer questions. So when someone says like, you know what, I don't have money, don't be like, hey, in fact, that's the reason why you should do the business. That is you not having sympathy. Empathy, sorry. You don't have empathy. You're not putting yourself in her shoes or his shoes. So when someone says, I don't have money, so what you say is, you know what, I understand how you feel. I truly understand how you feel. You know what? When I was presented this business opportunity, I felt the same way. At that particular time, I did not even have money at all. But then I came to realize, or I found that if I stay in the same situation, I will never have money. Remember, it is coming to you first. I came to realize that I will never have money. So what I decided to do is I decided to go and borrow money. So don't say like, you don't have money. No, go borrow. In fact, you need to have the money. Imagine you're like 30 years of age and now you don't even have 6.8. When you do that you're shaming someone. And you don't know what they're going through. And they'll feel like, you know what, I don't even want to associate with this person. They don't even understand me. I hope I'm communicating. So be like, you know what, I understand how you feel. Yeah, me too. I don't have time at all. So when I was presented this opportunity, I felt the same way. I felt like I can't be able to do the business at all because I'm getting so tired after work. But then I came to realize, you know what, or I found that if I stay in the same situation without looking for a solution, then obviously I will always be like this. And I realized that I don't want to be like this for the rest of my life. In fact, I've decided right now that I want to retire early. So what I think is that you probably need this opportunity because then it will help you, feel, felt, found, guys. Feel is you're putting yourself in her shoes or his shoes. Felt is that you already felt the same way, that feeling, and then you came to realize and give them the solution of what they're supposed to do. Am I communicating? Are you getting value in it, guys? Are you getting value? All right. Now, how to maximize on the recorded business presentation I'm finishing right now. Remember this presentation where you're meeting someone, that was when you're meeting someone, but we do have good presentations that you can be able to share with someone that is already recorded. Guys, we have a video that you can be able to send. It's a 45 minutes video. And I will tell you this, if there's an easy way to be able to, to present your business opportunity. I'm coming just now. Okay. if there's an easy way to be able to present your business presentation, business opportunity, is by sending a video. But for you to be able to maximize on this presentation, on this way of presenting, is that one is you need to get them mentally ready before sending them a session link. So you don't just go and say like, okay, today I'm sending my 10 videos. And so you're sending to everybody. You don't do that. You have to ask the right questions. I'm going to share with you the right question that you need to be able to ask them. These are the right questions, guys. These are the questions that you need to ask your people before you send them the business opportunity video. One is you need to ask them the best way to understand. So you've already sent them a message, which I'm going to send the message in the group. I'm going to send the 3 messages that you can be able to use them to send to your people and start the conversation. Now, if they say yes, that they want to take a look at your business opportunity, then you go this. The best way to help you understand, help you guys, I did not say you are, I said we're not begging anybody. Guys, we're not begging anybody. That's what I'm saying. You are helping someone to understand. It's not like, you should never look desperate. That's why it's very important. The best way to help you understand, because they're the one that I need, is by sending you a video link. If I send it to you, would you watch? The first question is, would you watch? They will say yes, definitely. It's a yes. So you're looking for 3 yeses. And then you need to identify the length of the presentation that you're going to send. So the one that I personally have is 45 minutes. It's a 45 minutes business presentation. Will you watch it? They have to say yes again, and they will say yes. Remember, I said you are preparing them mentally. If I send it to you now, what time will you be done watching? You have to know so that you can be able to follow up. You understand? So these are the 3 questions that you'd send, and then that is when you send them the business link to the recorded session that you've already done. I hope you're understanding, right? Now, if someone attended a business presentation, you have done a one-to-one to them, you have invited them for a Zoom meeting, they have come for a physical one, you have sent them a presentation on a video as a video, the right question to ask is, what did you like most? That's the right question. What did you like most? You understand? What did you like most? Okay, so don't go like, oh, how was the presentation? No, it's not how. Because when you tell them that, they are looking forward at looking at the negativity, what that they did not. But when you say, what did you like? It means you direct them to exactly think of what is good from what they've heard. And I will tell you, with that, you're going to maximize. Now, if you want to recruit at least 1 person to 2 people a day, this is what you're looking at. These are the numbers. One is you need to be collecting new numbers. Every single day, at least 2 numbers from social media, people that you're meeting on maybe going to work or any, like every single day, you need to get at least 2 new numbers. How many did you contact? For people that are working the business part-time, we said contact at least 5 people. If you're working the business full-time, it's at least 10 people. How many numbers did you contact? And then how many people did you show? Either the business presentation by Zoom that they've attended to the end, maybe the video call, or maybe, very important to track this number of how many people that have gotten the opportunity through you on that day or on that week. So for the week, we say at least 10 to 14 people minimum. That means in a month, you have already presented the opportunity to at least 40 to 56 people a month. And I will highly recommend that you have this book, because when you have presented, how do you track these numbers? Where are you putting these numbers? Where are you writing? So you see here, you're going to be writing the number of people that you have collected. Here, you're going to be writing the number. When you send someone a video, you're putting them there. If you meet someone on a one-to-one, you're putting them there. They attended a Zoom, you're putting them there. These people that you have shared them the opportunity, the business opportunity. And then the team follow-up. If you have a team already, you have to also make sure that you are following them up. So you're going to put them here, how people that you've already presented to, but now you're following them up. These are prospects. These are people that you're going to call. So choose the number here, and then make sure that you're doing it and you're writing it every single day. Fill your productivity manual. The goal, ladies and gentlemen, the goal, my team, is to become a supervisor. But when you become a supervisor, you need to go to manager, and the goal is to become an ego manager. This is the goal. So don't relax too early. If you're a supervisor already, don't stay there. We have got 5 months to go, guys. Get yourself to manager. Get yourself to manager. And it's very important to create your non-negotiable goals, guys. Create. I'm telling you, leveling up is never possible if you don't have non-negotiable goals. If you don't have non-negotiable goals, you'll never be. So tell yourself, I'm becoming a supervisor and making non-negotiable. Tell yourself, I'm going to become a manager, and give yourself a deadline and give it and make it non-negotiable. You understand? Activities and goals, non-negotiable on your goals, but non-negotiable on your activities as well. Guys, it's important that you use the products. Your 4CC is very crucial. You know, as we are recruiting, as we are doing all these one-to-ones and all that, the idea is making sure that you're doing your 4, 5, 6, you are creating a base and you're becoming supervisor as soon as possible. Making sure that you're becoming a manager as soon as possible. So have and never give up, guys. But one most important thing is sense of urgency. If you need to present to someone today, do it today. This thing of postponing is very, very bad. If someone is telling you that, you know what, I've got time right now, do it now. You understand? If you don't, then look for someone that can help you to do it for you. You understand? Sense of urgency. When someone says, I've got 3,000 here, don't tell them, oh, okay, no, it needs to be 6.8. So look for more. No, sense of urgency is, you know what? Let's get started. You're not going to do the order, of course, but you need to make sure they're depositing the money in the account right there and then before they use it. Because if they use it, they're not going to find it again. You understand? And I'm going to ask you to watch, to listen to this, the book. But there's also on YouTube, you will find a GoPro book. It's an audio book, 2 hours. I'm gonna need you to ask. I'm gonna ask you to watch this one. Very important. GoPro by Eric Wu. It's gonna help you understand your business, guys. We're almost on the weekend, and if there's one that I know that is very, very helpful, is making sure that you don't leave your weekend empty. So make sure that you're having something going on, guys. This weekend, guys, let's make sure that we're having something going on. So if you're gonna create product launch, if you're going to create a group meeting, if you're going to create a one-to-one, but make sure that you have something going on this weekend for your business. Don't ever, and not just this weekend, every weekend extravaganza. Your prospects are free on weekends. If you tell them now, you can be able to do a meeting. So organize. Can you write weekends if you're going to do something? Or maybe write for me what you're going to do this weekend. What plan do you have? The goal is manager, guys. Manager gets you to Paris. I mean, I can't wait to have as many people going to Paris. We have already have 4 people right now that have already qualified our managers for last month. So who is becoming a manager for a free ticket to Paris? My motto is do what you say you're gonna do, guys. Do what you say you're gonna do. If you tell yourself I'm gonna do this, do it. You know, if you tell yourself I'm gonna talk to someone, do it. You know, do what you say you're gonna do. And with that, I'm gonna thank you and I'm gonna wish you great success. Let's go do as many presentations as possible. Let go of the fear, because people are needing this opportunity. Honestly, people are needing this opportunity. Dream big and let's go build the business. Believe that you can, because you can. So thank you all very much. Let's keep learning. And tomorrow we are having a meeting for women. Keep on inviting. And I will see you all, guys, at supervisor, manager, ego manager. We're going to raise as many leaders this year as possible. And I hope that you're going to be one of them. Thank you, guys, and bye-bye.